Hey, you, come on, sit down. You're sitting at the grown-ups table. I'm your host, Jesse Pimpinella. As always, my partner in crime.
John Jacobs.
Thank you so much. Happy Wednesday to all of you. Today we have an awesome treat for you guys. Today we have a interview to start off spooky season, October 1st. And it's not just a simple interview, man. This is an interview that is a lifetime portrait. It is to talk about an icon. This character has set a precedent in the horror community that has sent chills down the spines of many, many people, especially campers in the New Jersey area. Folks, I am proud to bring onto the show Mr. Jason Voorhees.
We got him. We
got him, guys. Oh, man. So this is, and the best part about our show is that this is all via satellite. We're not in the room with Jason, which makes me feel comfortable as a person because I'm a person of vice. And Jason, you are a person who is not a fan of young people having vices.
Absolutely not.
Yes. Oh, by the way, our Jason speaks, everybody. All right, because we have the money to have him speak. Yes, Jason. Real quick before we start our fun little interview, what are some vices that really grind your gears, like really puts people in danger of your wrath?
Sex.
Yes.
Oh, come on.
There
man.
we go, baby.
Drugs.
Oh, you're taking away all the good stuff.
Bullying people.
Well,
Okay,
that's a good
cool.
one. That's a good one.
And just people coming into my woods in general.
I mean, really, that's
I can understand that.
trespassing standard. I mean, a lot of people trespassed onto your property for many, many years. I mean, hell, try to build condos onto your property and everything. You know what I mean? And it's kind of really ignorant.
It is, because it's such a sacred place to me.
It is. Yes.
So I was thinking they're probably going to sell the land for Crystal Lake for further development for those pop-up condo apartments that keep coming up everywhere. You know, the ones that they build that the roads aren't big enough to support and the community hasn't like grown around it. So when all those people move in, it causes nothing but traffic problems and local economic strain because they just cram all those people in as much as they can without rebuilding the infrastructure first. I feel like that's about to happen to Camp Crystal Lake. What would you do in that situation? Would you just like haunt the whole place and kill everybody? Would you just make them really uncomfortable? Would you walk around naked but with the mask on? I mean, I'm curious how this will be handled.
I would very much have a lot of creative kills. I would have a lot of fun with those fuckers.
I mean, there is a lot of construction equipment there, so, you know, I feel like the creativity would definitely be there.
It'd be a whole new level.
But also, the other thing is that you haven't had much exposure in the city since Manhattan, and you weren't even in the city that long. So, I mean, the idea of gadgets and weapons that you could find in the city, I could see you taking out somebody with a bird scooter easily. A bird scooter, you could swing that around. And personally, as somebody who hates bird scooters and all e-scooters in the downtown area, I would welcome that sort of initiative from you, Jason. I would.
I had a lot of fun punting a boombox too.
There we go. See, these are things we can get behind, right? These are the public nuisances. This is what we should be using Jason Voorhees for. But unfortunately, that actually hasn't been your life. You know, we watched you during the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, and then you disappeared. I'm assuming because you got wrapped up in that whole Me Too thing. You got wrapped up in some allegations, and you kind of just like disappeared. You let Harvey Weinstein take the fall, and then now you're just showing back up in new content. What's that about?
What are you talking about?
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Whoa. We are rocking the foundation.
I've seen the evidence. We know about the Me Too shit. We can see it in your documentaries. Every single time you start killing somebody, you take advantage of them. And we don't do that anymore.
I've been gone so long, I didn't end up on a milk carton. I ended up on a beer can.
Oh, shit. You got your own branded beer? When did that happen?
Angry Orchard, man. They're taking over the place.
Jesus Christ. They'll give anybody a marketing campaign these days.
Yeah. But
So-
I mean, but let's get it. What do you say, John? We get into it. Should we get into the portrait, the intimate life of Jason Voorhees?
Yes, that's why he's here. Jason is in retirement. I heard a rumor that he might be coming out of retirement. And so I thought it'd be great to get him here on the show to sit him down for a nice intimate portrait. We want to know the ins and the outs and everything about Jason Voorhees. So let's just start from the beginning. Tell us about your childhood, because I'm sure that was fucking awesome, right?
I went to summer camp when I was 11.
Hmm.
I was bullied heavily.
Prepubescent, okay.
Well, I was bullied heavily by the other kids at the camp. I wasn't a very good swimmer. I ended up in the water. In 1957, I ended up drowning.
Oh.
Well, I kind of got out of the water. And I was a very isolated kid, so I went disappearing into the woods. And that very next year, 1958, my mother sought revenge on the two counselors that were supposed to be watching me, Claudette and Barry. And Barry was a pain in the ass because all he wanted was his dick sucked.
Yep. I get it. I mean, if I was there, I'd be going after that.
What do you think about Camp Crystal Lake? Do you think like it's like an aphrodisiac for these kids? Like, is the ground as fertile as they are? What makes them want to abuse their responsibilities and start having sex? I mean, you drown for that reason. What do you think is the reason?
Because they're out in the middle of nowhere, literally nowhere.
Which means you got to fuck, right?
It's just the counselors.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I have a question. I want to go back to your mom. Why did your mom snap? I mean, it wasn't like she was there watching you, so she's blaming other people for not watching you, but she wasn't a good mother and just fucking dropped you off at this camp, assuming you'd be okay.
She worked at the camp. She also she was a cook. Mom and I were very tight. And
yeah, maybe.
So when she snapped and took care of Claudette and Barry, I was actually kind of like watching from the distance, but I was like isolated. I was keeping myself away from everything. And because the anger in me was starting to build from the way I was treated and the bullying and all that stuff. And then I was neglected and almost drowned.
And I can attest to this because those counselors, they were really mean when they bullied you. They were.
I heard that they called you Mongoloid Mike. Is that true?
That was one of the many names. Yeah.
Man, that's pretty.
I actually have something that the camp counselors used to refer to the lake while they have sex. May I read it? Would that be okay?
Go for it.
So when the camp counselors are having sex, they would refer to the lake as the Jason Cuck chair because you sat and watched.
Jason, he's not lying, man. You did just sit back and watch.
The internet's bad. The internet is terrible.
I gotta have another fucking drink.
I'm not trying to start shit, but I mean, he's not wrong. You kind of watched them. You know, I'm sure you felt pretty good in the pants down there. So, you know, I'm just trying to wonder if this is like your fault as well.
Oh, I wasn't victim blaming. You're victim blaming him.
Oh, that's
I'm not victim blaming him. I mean, I guess I'm victim blaming himself. You know,
that's bullshit.
Dude, I mean, I get it. You're 11, you know, you're curious, you're learning things, but your inability to control your sexual urges directly related to not only two people being unjustly murdered, but 2 decades of murders, Me Too problems, SA accusations, abuse accusations, family domestic issues. I mean, the list goes on, and we're just trying to figure out where all this started and why it started.
I lived in the fucking woods. I was all alone. I was out there taking care of myself, raising myself. My mom didn't even know I was still alive. She went on a killing spree to avenge me, and I watched her get her head chopped off.
What did
I do? I went after fucking Alice Hardy. That's what I did.
Well, I mean,
right here.
Why didn't your mother know about your existence in the woods?
Yeah, again, bad mom, dude. Bad mom.
I was in such isolation because I was so bullied. Like, I didn't know what to do. And I just thought being by myself would heal myself. And in turn, it made me worse.
So your solution was to start murdering people.
One kill was not enough for my mother.
So I want to go back to this whole thing real quick. Like before your mom like went crazy and started killing a bunch of kids because she was a bad mom and let you drown. So you drowned, and then magically you came back to life from under the water, but it was like 20 years later and you were still a kid. You weren't all gross and shriveled. What is up with that? Why didn't you age? What is going on here? Where were you for 20 years?
Part of my ability to regenerate.
But I mean, you were like 8, and then you appeared as like a 35-year-old man. Like, what happened here?
There's a lot of strange things that happen in this universe that can't be explained, John.
I've researched it, Jason, and there's a lot. I'm not sure if you can answer to any of these. Some people say
here comes some accountability. Give it to him, Jesse.
What, John?
I said, here comes some accountability. Give it to him.
So, Jason, just based on your responses, I'm going to see what you think. Some people say it's ties to the Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
Some
people say it's that. Some people say it's the power of the lake itself.
Magic water. Okay.
Some people say, you survived. Like you said, you survived. You lived off the land. You ignored your mother for all those years. And then, hey, we're millennials. Who hasn't ignored their mother for a long period of time? Am I right? I'm on your side, Jason. You know what I mean? So, I mean, yeah. I mean, she seemed like a little bit of a helicopter mom at sometimes. I know John says you were ignored. I feel that she was helicopter mom over you, forcing you into the camp to make friends. The people at the camp were jerks. And then you were like, you know what? Screw this. I'm out of here.
Dude, she just dumped him. She just dropped his ass off.
How do you feel about that, Jason?
I think that is the reason why, when you get down to the root cause, is why I disconnected myself from her. But my curiosity was still there to see what she was doing. I watched from the woods. But you're right. She dropped me off. She was at the camp the day I drowned and did nothing to protect me.
Yeah. So,
and then she stopped.
I want to go back to the magic water real quick, because anybody who's been watching television for the last 40 years should know who Peter Popoff is. This is a charlatan who peddles magic Jesus healing channeled through him. And one of his biggest money makers is that you can send him a letter and get some miracle spring water. And when you drink this miracle spring water, all this magic stuff happens to you. So I have to wonder if Crystal Lake is where he's getting the miracle spring water. And this is why you survived for over 20 years and did not age. Your body did not decompose, but yet you did age, and you emerged a 35-year-old murderous rampage man.
I don't know if I would go that far, because as the running joke goes, I wouldn't drink the water where I live.
I feel like you did, because you drowned in it, so you did drink it.
But it killed him. A lot of it killed him.
He probably got one of those brain-eating amoebas in him. That's why he went crazy. The brain-eating amoeba, lodged itself in his brain and just started controlling him. Maybe Jason was a really nice guy before that. I don't know.
No, you're talking about RFK. Let's keep politics out of that.
Oh, dude, you better be careful. You might get sent to one of his farms he's trying to.
Yeah, you're kind of a candidate.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd just be careful, Jason. Well,
I mean, you wouldn't be the first person to try to do experiments on me.
that is true.
We got to unpack that. But before we get to that, I want to know, so you watched your mom's head get chopped off, and it did something for you. But then you went crazy and you kept her head and you made a shrine with it. I mean, you were already watching people do the nasty
from my shrine.
Did you do anything weird with your mom's head? People want to know this, because again, we're just trying to paint the picture of you. So what did you do to that head?
Honestly, I used it as a reminder for Alice Hardy. And then I put it in my shed, my little shack. And every time I would go out for another rampage, I felt like she was talking to me, saying kill them, mommy. Kill them, mommy.
Interesting. Why do you think you were hearing that, though?
I don't know. I think it was just some kind of psychic thing. I mean, they even made a video game about me, and every time you play as Jason, you can hear Mother talking, going, "Make them pay, Jason." Like I could hear that voice. That's why you always hear that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now,
that's Mother talking to me. I hear that nonstop.
Yeah.
I want to talk about. You brought up the video games, but Jesse, did you have something?
I was gonna say let's go into the video games, but I also want to get to. I know we talked a little bit about your humble beginnings of drowning, but I want to get into.
Did he really drown though? Because he didn't die.
Well, it's up in the air.
You know when that man fell into the special pool when he was dead, but then he came back to life? Is it like that? Like the Lazarus pit or something?
I don't know.
It needed me to regenerate. Remember, Ginny gave me a machete here.
Yeah.
Chris gave me an axe right here.
Yeah.
And I was still alive at that point.
It's got to be the amoebas in the swamp water.
It's got to be the amoebas.
It has to. That's the only thing that makes sense because he's been in other bodies of water and he didn't heal that way.
Yeah. Well, the reason why I want to move the interview forward because we've talked a lot about your mom, which again, Freudism. About the mom.
She was a pretty hot mom too.
And she was. Jason's mom had it going on. But I want to talk more about your solo adventures. We speed up. You already pulled you pulled that trespasser down into the water when you were a little kid, and then she's like, "What? What? Oh no, he's not here. He's still in the lake." And then years later, you chased her down. Let's start there. And that's Alice. Am I correct?
Yes, that was Alice Hardy.
Bring me to the night where you show up to her house and end it.
What I thought was really cool was a neighborhood kid was singing Itsy Bitsy Spider splashing in the water when I just came walking through right behind them very stealthily into her house. She lived in Crystal Lake. She had been there about 2 months, what I figured out, just from, not that I'm a stalker or anything. But
No.
But it was very, very well thought out. I knew she was she was like in the kitchen making tea, and I thought, man, that is my perfect opportunity. I'm going to place Mother's head in the refrigerator so she can remember what she fucking did to my mother. And then, bam, I stuck an ice pick right in the side of her head.
I mean, that's pretty, there's a lot of ingenuity to what you have done there. But I gotta be, why did she decide to stay in Crystal Lake? All of this shit happened, and she, didn't move? She's just like, oh, I'll go back to my house there? And also, what's up with that kid? Why didn't we do something to him?
I'm going to point something out, Jason, in your defense, real quickly. John, it seems like you're victim blaming a lot here.
I'm not victim blaming. I'm holding him accountable.
You blame Jason for drowning, that you're blaming Alice for wanting to live in her hometown still.
I mean, why would she not move
when that happened? The phone call, though, her mother was trying to get her to come home.
See, so why would she stay? She had a place to go. Clearly, the mom was going to take care of the bills. Just fucking pack up and go. No, she stayed and then she died. That's on her.
She's the strong heroine of the day. She's the one that put an end to what was the night at Camp Blood. The night my mother went on a rage.
Yeah. And I mean, that's fine. Your mom deserved to die.
She felt like she was still up here. I had to knock her down that post a few pegs.
I mean, I do get that. And let's remember, your mother killed Kevin Bacon, so she deserved to die.
Yeah.
Okay. You think otherwise? All right.
Kevin Bacon that way.
Well, I mean, technically, if we do the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, it leads right back to Jason Voorhees and then Mrs. Voorhees. So you're directly related and quantum entangled with Kevin Bacon for the rest of eternity. But you killed him, so.
She killed him, but still, yeah.
I mean, okay, fine, if you want to be technical about it. So I want to know about, once we got past this and you had your revenge and you killed some more people, we kind of got into this thing where we got into a land feud with like a family or something, and it like turned into this Hatfield and McCoys, and we went through a couple of years doing this. Like, why did this family bother you so much to where you had to kill them all more than once?
You can say the name. Are we talking Jarvis?
Yeah. I forgot the name. It was insignificant to me. So,
well, I will tell you that in my experience from watching them,
see, he's stalking people.
Corey Feldman was a little punk. He needed to be smacked around.
He was in a lot of drugs at that time, so sure.
Well, I don't know about that, but he needed to be smacked
Didn't you
around.
say
And
you
if I had
hated
that
people
chance,
who
I
did
would have
drugs?
smacked him. I really wanted to end that kid, and unfortunately, he ended me temporarily.
So when he shaved his head, why did that distract you to the point that you allowed yourself to be taken out? I never understood that. What was the deal with that?
I had that split moment where I thought, "Oh my God, that used to be me. What am I doing?" It was kind of like a wake up call almost.
It was your Martha moment. It was a Martha moment.
Yeah.
Oh Christ, a Martha moment.
It was a Martha moment. He saw little Jason right in front of him, and then he's like, "Why'd you cut your hair? Why do you look like that?
Why did you say that name?"
Yeah.
I mean,
interesting.
It was like looking into a mirror. It absolutely like froze me for a second, and that threw me off my game. And then I got a machete to the side of my head.
So
it happens.
You don't see that as a extremely vulnerable weak spot for you. The fact that you could just see a child with a shaved head. So if you went to a children's hospital, in the terminal wing, you would just start freaking out left and right because you saw a kid with their head shaved. Like, to me, this is straight weakness, and this is why you keep getting killed over and over. And for the life of me, I do not understand it.
I want to remind you of one thing.
Yeah, what do you
got? Struck by motherfucking lightning. I can regenerate any
Still get powdered. You got superpowers. What's your point?
I am undead.
Well, keep in mind, he got those powers after Jarvis axed him got him in the head. You know what I mean? And it was Jarvis who kind of, in a sense, gave you those powers, really.
I feel like we're stretching here.
Well, Jarvis did dig him up.
So Jarvis dug me up. That was the mistake.
He
left a bunch of holes in me. I'm sure you can still see them.
Yeah.
Left the rod sitting right there as a perfect lightning rod. I'm going to tell you what. You ain't felt anything till you get hit by lightning. I don't care if you're dead or not. You get hit with that lightning, man. It's just like you can just feel it running all through you.
Oh, yeah.
So was that like a rebirth for you? Were you like a Jason 2.0 after that moment? Like, was the old Jason gone? So we're done with mom. We're done with all of this. And now we're going to move on to just stalking this family that apparently brought you back to life. And you can't say thank you. And instead you murder them all?
So this was resurrection. But at the same time, it was time for vengeance. He stuck a machete in my head. He chopped me up to little bitty pieces. It was time to pay back that little bitch.
I agree.
I mean, I feel like what happens here is you get held accountable for bad behavior and you don't like it. And so then you retaliate on other people because you can't handle that type of criticism or change. It sounds a lot like, I'm not going to go there, but I'm just curious why you seem to have an inability to accept accountability, and then you just seem to accelerate it every time it comes back your way. It just seems really juvenile and childish.
In my woods around my lake.
I mean, sure, but are they really yours?
They're fair game.
I mean, like, the Jarvis family owned that property. They paid taxes. So you can't say that, like, you owned it. They clearly owned their property.
And how many of them were left after I went through that house?
Well, I mean, sure, but I'm not just going to go to my neighbor's house and just off them because I don't want them living next to me. They own that property. I mean, I would get thrown in jail in the electric chair, but you get to walk around scot-free in the woods, jerking off, killing people, doing whatever you want.
But then again, John, possession is 9/10 of the law. I mean, it was his land. He was there before the Jarvises, in a sense.
You want to talk about regeneration and the ability to not get, like, the police can shoot me and nothing happens. Regeneration in this is awesome because I can get hit by toxic waste. I can turn back into a little boy, and I can do one thing that most people can't. I can grow my penis bigger than everybody else.
Damn right you can't.
I mean, that's
when
cool.
I regenerated back into a man, my penis was a lot bigger.
I want to unpack this. So not only do you regenerate, now does your penis continue to get larger and larger, or is it just one fixed size? Like, I want to know, is there like additions that keep getting on it as you get regenerated, or is it just regenerate a bigger size each time?
I really don't want to disclose this.
Oh, why not? You talked about everything else.
Let's do it.
It gets bigger every time, buddy.
See, but you're not using it. So what does that even matter?
Oh, that's good.
Whoa, put it back on, dude. Holy shit. Is that what you look like?
Someone get a giant eagle bag.
Oh my God. Whoa.
Okay.
Now I understand why they let your ass drown. Holy shit, dude. I didn't know you looked like that. Oh my God.
Now, Jason, I'm gonna try to give you a little bit of some positive, energy going your way. I mean, you're sixth. You're technically your fifth, or actually, technically that would be your 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth outing, which is technically what was the sixth movie. Probably one of your most outstanding outings. I mean, you got to do a lot, and hell, Alice Cooper even wrote a song about you, which is incredible. You know what I mean? Like, how did that feel to have your own song by Alice Cooper?
I love he's the man behind the mask. I absolutely freaking love that song. Every time I hear somebody driving through my camp, they get a little pass. Just a little pass. Song's over. They're done.
They're gone.
It is a banger for sure. It is a banger.
It is a banger.
So I'm still concerned about this ever-growing penis that you're not using, but nonetheless, what does it feel like to die and then get resurrected? I want to know what that actually feels like.
Well, okay. We'll go back to Tommy Jarvis. He put me under the water for what, about 15 years?
Yeah, something like that.
Every little nibbler in that damn lake took a bite out of my ribs.
Yeah. I heard there were a lot of piranha in there, so I'm curious as to how your flesh survived.
But no, you just sat there, and I was like waiting and waiting, and then Tina did some stupid thing with telekinesis, and all of a sudden broke the chain, and bam, I'm back up, and all right, it's go time. Let's go.
Yeah. So let's actually talk about that. So what I feel like you keep falling into this like weird, like supernatural people, mind power people. So now we're into some telekinetic shit. Like, what happened with all of that? Like, it's crazy to me. It's like I'm watching a movie and I don't understand it. So what is going on with all this telekinetic powers and shit? And why don't you have them?
I ain't never felt anything like that in my freaking life. I opened the damn kitchen door and I got hit with a couch. What the hell is that? She didn't pick that up. Yeah. Who threw that at me? That wasn't her.
Yeah. You had a roof fall on you. You had a roof. Yeah. And may I say, by the way, when you were up against that Matilda wannabe, all right? Yeah, I went there. I called her Matilda, okay?
Yeah.
I got to say, this in your next 3 outings, you seemed more like a Jason to me than any other Jason. Can I say that about you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the next 4.
You're giving him too much credit.
I know. I'm just saying, like, there are we've talked about a lot of Jasons, but can I say that this is probably the best one? You know what I'm saying?
You're talking the battle with Tina, correct? That Jason?
I'm talking about one that is endured a lot of stunts, if I may say.
Yeah. So as I got older and got more into this, I felt like I had more stuff thrown at me.
Yeah.
I ended up on a freaking ship during a thunderstorm out in the ocean, which I didn't know was that close to New York and Crystal Lake, but my geography sucks these days.
Oh yeah, no, it's awful.
I mean, that was a bad ship captain. He went out and around like who does that, man?
Yeah.
Come on.
You took a van trip that probably only lasts 2 hours from Springfield, Ohio to Camp Crystal Lake, which we're not going to get into the geography of it. You've been on
where
some
the hell are they driving?
I don't know. I don't know how they got there in that short amount of time. I mean, hell, you've been to space. Jason, you've been everywhere. That's all I'm going to say. We don't.
Oh, God, I forgot about when he went to space. Man, that was everywhere. We got to talk about that. But so the whole psychic thing, right? Like, how did you ultimately defeat the psychic powers? Or did the psychic powers put an end to you?
I think she one-upped me. I hate to say that, but I think she one-upped me. She cheated and used her father. She summoned her father to come up onto that dock, and he freaking put a chain around me and pulled me back under.
How did it make you feel?
I did not see that shit coming. That was some, yeah.
And yet you're Jason Voorhees, and you did nothing. You just let it happen.
What are you talking about? I blew up a freaking house.
Okay, but did you die?
I went back to regenerate.
Oh, so that's what we're calling it. You didn't get outsmarted. You didn't get killed. You just said, "Oh, I'm tired. I need to go take a 15-year nap, and I'll be back."
Ask her about the rest of her friends, like the dude with the party favor that I squished his head down to about like this.
What does it feel like to crush somebody's head?
You said Alice Cooper made a song about it. There's actually another song in part 6 where the soundtrack is called I Want to Hold Your Head, because that was a great feeling with Megan. I just wanted to hold her head.
Yeah.
So, like, when you crush it, though, does it, like, pop like an insect? Does it just kind of, like, fall down? Like, do you feel it? Like, what is it that you get out of crushing somebody's head?
It feels like a bag of freaking marbles going.
Ooh.
Marbles. Interesting.
Jason
had some really weird analogies for such a murderous guy.
Yeah. Very eloquent. Very eloquent.
Now, I also understand that you did a quick little stint in hell. Do you want to talk about that for a minute and who you met when you were there?
My confrontation with Lucifer? Or are we
I'm not talking about him.
No, we're talking about. Hopefully you're not besmirching the good name of Youngstown, Ohio, which he did visit our morgues, and we are welcome because I'm a Youngstowner. We were welcome to have you at our morgues.
You're talking about when Freddie Glove pulled my mask under the sand.
So what happened there? You were in hell for literally 5 minutes, and Freddie's already pulling his shit? Like, how did that even happen?
He's such a little bitch. That's why he only has like 7 movies.
Okay, but didn't he bring you back to be the distraction and be the bitch so that he could kill people and come back?
I got manipulated by him. So you know what I did? I chopped his head off. Remember that? Remember me walking out of the lake holding his head?
Mm-hmm.
You did, but you allowed it to happen, though. You allowed yourself to be bitched out. Yeah, you cut his head off, but you still let it happen.
Well, in Jason's defense, I will, just so that we are staying very authentic to the reports. From what I understand, Freddie was incognito. He was disguised as your mother, giving you these marching orders. Am I correct?
You couldn't tell the difference between Freddie and your mom?
I mean, the voice was very... Kill him, Jason. The voice was very there. So, yes, I was confused.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But I still got to go out and kill some people and got some creative kills and made them look like Freddy a few times.
I mean, that whole part of your life has one of my favorite kills of all time, where Mr. I'm gonna bang this girl gets folded in half while still alive in a bed, and that's after being then stabbed multiple times too. only to then be found by said girl. Where did that come from? Was it just like an environmental choice? Like, oh shit, this bed does this, let me do this. Or how did you come up with that? To me, that is a genius kill.
I did 4 stabs to make it look like the glove. And on that fourth stab, I figured out that the bed folded. And since I knew Freddie had pulled somebody through a bed before, doom.
Okay. Jason, we have been talking to you for almost 40 minutes, and this is the first smart thing that you've said.
What the fuck?
What? I think we gotta give Jason a little bit more credit here.
Got another freaking drink. What the fuck?
Yeah, have another drink, Jason. So,
I think we gotta give Jason a little bit more credit, John. I mean, because he has done. Yes. I mean, his stalking is second to none. He allows people to not know he's there until it's too late. I mean, that's strategy 101. I mean, this man is doing what the Dark Knight does, but with a machete.
But man, give me a sleeping bag with a person in it, and I'm a happy guy.
There you go.
Yeah. So I didn't forget about when you slammed those 2 girls into the tree in the sleeping bag. And while that was pretty cool, that's part of the whole Me Too shit, because it seems like you picked on women a lot, you abused women, you used women for your own perversive sexual gains, when you were a kid. And
they asked me if I wanted to smoke pot and have premarital sex. Guess what? 2 rules. Boom. Done.
Yeah, but don't all teenagers do that? Like, why did you have a problem with that?
They were standing on what looked like Camp Crystal Lake. My ground. But
you were 11. You didn't own that shit.
Well, do you feel like, Jason, do you feel like that you're triggered by these motions? Like when you see people enjoying themselves in a climactically sexual manner or doing drugs, does that bring you back to the same behaviors that caused your death, and that's why you have to lash out?
I'm pretty sure that does, because every time I see something, I see Claudette and Barry.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
Two totally freaking dropped the ball when they were supposed to be watching me.
And you deal with a lot of trigger warnings. You deal with sex, drugs. Some sheriff with a laser pointer on his gun going, you bang. You deal with a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, but you know what? Ultimately, I got that motherfucker too.
You did. And we like to see our future many different ways. For me, I prefer that future because I feel like you were most happy when you were in that future.
He seemed happy at that time, yes.
Yes.
I want to get back to that future.
I like that future better. It seems like
how do we get this man there? I feel like we need to invent time travel so we can get this man there. Where's the DeLorean? Let's get this going.
Yes, let's do that. Like, I feel like, Jason, a lot of people say that there is always a fork in the road. And I feel like in 1986, there was a fork in the road. You had what was, some people say, the most paramount parts of your life. And then the other way was the way fans can get behind. You know what I'm saying by that?
Absolutely. That was a very powerful time in my history.
Yeah. No.
If you could time travel back to any moment in your life, what would that be?
Are we talking favorite kill?
I'm not going to interpret that for you. It's up to you to answer it.
I mean, I could go through some of my favorites. One of my favorites would be when I snuck up on poor Mark in that wheelchair and put that.
Oh, that's another thing. That's another thing. Abuse the handicapped people. What's up with that, man?
He was in my grounds.
Okay, so he's a handicapped guy. He can't help it. What the hell, man? Are you the person that parks in the handicap spot and just doesn't give a shit?
Should we go to the motorhome where I put the girl's head through the wall and then stab the other guy with a knife in the ear and flip the motorhome over?
The knives in the ear always work for me, so keep doing those, please. I enjoy that.
Then we go to the sleeping bag. Megan got away. I had her head. I should have just taken those few seconds, then I wouldn't have gotten a boat propeller to the side of my face.
Yeah,
Now, didn't you take that one chick and tie her up in the sleeping bag over top of the fire and cook her alive? That was pretty cool.
That was That was me trying to reinvent myself.
Well, I remember that when you announced that you were coming out of retirement because you couldn't handle being straight edge. And so then you came back, and you came back with a fucking vengeance, man. I still don't understand that. You were getting retirement benefits. You were living in Fort Lauderdale. Nobody was bothering.
That was what, 5 people in the span of about 10 minutes?
I mean, sure. I don't. But did you get bored? Like, I don't get why you came back. I feel like we were all good with everything that you had given us, but then you came back.
The story's never done. Jason can never die.
Do you want to live forever?
What?
Do you want to live forever, or do you eventually want to die?
I would like to have one more good final story. And I don't need to have a redone mask because I think it looks stupid. I'm just going to go on the record with that.
Yeah, like when you went to space and they gave you that weird-looking mask.
I like my look. I think in order to give Jason the upgrade, Jason needs a good writer. I don't think Jason needs to, or just let me be creative and come up with my story.
Yeah, let you improv, right? Like let you be you, and the rest will write itself.
Absolutely.
So, would you ever go back to space again, or are you kind of done with that whole thing? Really? But, like, you got the upgraded mask, and you, like, froze that chick in liquid nitrogen and shattered her face.
I will say, hold on. I didn't get to that kill yet, because that's probably my favorite out of that.
Oh, sorry, I'm jumping ahead, man. Didn't mean to do
that's
that.
My favorite, putting her down in the liquid nitrogen and then smashing her jaw on the counter.
Yeah.
That was like a 4th of July firework from above when that shattered.
No, I could get down on that. That to me, that's pleasurable. So I could understand what you got out of that kill. So there, we're on some equal ground there. Now, what are you doing now? Are we trying to be active again? Are we going to go back to retirement because your reboot didn't work out very well, even though it wasn't bad? I'm just curious on what you're trying to do now. Are we done with this? Is Jason just going to lay low and die? Like, what's going on, man?
Jason's working on a little bit with Shadowbox for something coming up in October.
Ooh, I like that.
Whoa, wait a minute here. I didn't know about a collab with Shadowbox. Tell us about that.
There is a late fright night on October 29th.
Okay.
And it's an 80s horror / comedy show. And Jason may have a little bit part in something.
Nice. Are you allowed to tell us any more, or do we have to go to the show?
Got to go to the show.
All right. And when is it again, and at what time?
October 29th, and it is 8 o'clock. Tickets are on sale right now.
Nice. Shadowbox.com or shadowboxlive.com. I forget
Shadowboxlive.com, I believe.
Yeah, shadowboxlive.com. Everybody go check out Jason Voorhees at Shadowbox. He's putting together a really cool bit. I've seen a little behind the scenes, so definitely go check that out. But I want to go back to space one more time because I can't let it go. Why would you not want to get upgraded again? Your muscle mass grew. Your brain grew. You got magic space armor that materialized out of nowhere. You had a really cool mask. You had access to a holodeck. Why would you not want to go back to this?
I don't believe I need to be super jacked up to be intimidating.
Aren't you Jason? That's part of the whole thing.
I mean, I am so creative. John, you better not sleep tonight. I can find you in a heartbeat.
You, sir, have no idea where I live. I'm not worried about it.
You're on my list, buddy.
Dude, put me on the list. I'll get that guy from Billy Madison to shoot you first.
You're on my list.
Whoa. What's a fucking weapon to an interview, bro? Like, I mean, yeah, we're getting a little passionate, but calm down, man. What are you doing?
All right,
man, I'm just taking care of business.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Let's take some temperature off. Let's take a temperature.
Yeah, things are getting a little heated in here, Jesse. Like, god damn, dude.
Let me talk to you about. We were talking about your recent adventures. You know what I mean? Because it seems like you want to come back. We need something. You know, the last time I know you went after Tommy Jarvis when he was he was working at a hospital. And we loved what you did there. I just got to say, love what you did there. That was some of your best work, and you really gave it back to the fans on that. Thank you on that one. Now,
I agree too.
Now, your most recent adventure, some people deem it as sweet revenge. Are you able to talk about that? Are you able to talk about how you felt about that?
To be honest, again, I felt like it was a beer commercial.
I felt like it was too.
I would love to have seen more to it. I think that they robbed me of some creative ability in that.
Because it seems like they came to the lake, but they were also changing. Like, it feels like they were making claims that it's the lake water that gives you your powers now.
Yeah, again, I'm not sure where the hell that shit started from, because I didn't have that growing up.
Mm-hmm.
I know everybody thinks we go back to what we talked about earlier about that being about what kept me alive as a kid, but I don't believe it's lake water, because if that's the case, every person that went down there would be getting those powers. And then you have a whole shit ton of Jasons.
Yeah, there's something unique with you in that water, which I find interesting.
Well, if I remember if I remember correctly, it was left on a cliffhanger. So I know you probably can't talk about what happens next, but that girl does revive she kind of comes back from the dead because of the water. And we last reported that you two were standing looking at each other about to fight in the middle of the road. We have to wait until we find more details. And I know you probably can't speak to it because obviously, you got it's your story to tell. It's not for us to assume, not for us to pull out. We'll see it when we see it. But do you feel like you were going to fight that girl in the street?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I was ready to throw down.
She was, and you pissed her off because she got engaged that day.
Yes, she did.
Oh, you ruined that engagement, dude. No wonder she was so pissed. You dealt with the bridezilla, dude.
About her luck.
She was a bridezilla. She killed her bridesmaid in the car, got out of the car, and then these two were looking at each other, and that's all we have from the report. We got nothing left. And I know Jason, I can't talk to that, but Jason, I mean, she's smaller than you.
I feel like there's something going on here.
I want to chalk that controversy up to the same thing about where's Paul. If you only fucking knew what I did to Paul.
Well, this is a tell-all, man. What did you do to Paul?
Oh, no. I'm enjoying that little secret. That was
you're going to come on here and not tell us?
Damn right.
And for those who are not familiar, could you tell us who Paul is? So for the audience.
Paul was this guy that set up this counselor training center. And at the very end of that night, it was him and a girl. I jumped through the window. Paul didn't make it. That's all I'm going to say.
How did you kill him?
Slowly and painfully.
Oh, my God. This guy's not telling us anything.
He's not telling us anything, man.
So I want to talk about some rumors that I've heard that I really want you to clear up for us because I'm not sure what's going on here. But before we do, somebody who's been watching this interview wanted to make a really nice correlation on here that I absolutely do not agree with. Nigel, how can you say Michael Myers can suck it? Michael Myers is superior to Jason Voorhees in any way possible. No offense.
Do we want to talk about Halloween Ends?
Oh,
I mean, look.
Fuck.
I understand that Michael Myers has been through a lot of trauma. I understand that certain people have told his stories from a different perspective. And I understand that that drugged out kid made some crazy claims about the last time we saw Michael Myers. But that doesn't mean that they're true. Michael is a great boy. He is a great man. He has done nothing but good. I don't understand why his name's getting dragged through the mud.
Ends, or would you rather go Resurrection?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, in Resurrection, what we were doing in that movie was we were putting an end to the annoying American Pie kid, and we were giving Busta Rhymes some press. So I got no problem with Resurrection. It helped. It definitely helped.
Tyra Banks got in. She's annoying. So, I mean, it all worked out for everyone.
That was at the right time, man. Early 2000s, internets and shit hadn't fully taken over yet. Like, we were good with Busta Rhymes.
But, John, let me ask you a question that I think Jason would like to know an answer to.
Well, hey, I'm
You're
not the
saying
one
that
being
you prefer-
interviewed. What are you asking me a question for?
Well, I have to be in defense of our guest here. Do you prefer Halloween Ends or Friday the 13th, A New Beginning?
That imposter bitch.
Which one would you watch?
I think I'll suffer through Corey. Although there was, well, again, the issue is that all of the direction was from a porn director. So
Exactly.
That's kind of what story you got.
What I'm trying to say is, Jason, even though you were
Right.
hijacked that summer, I would watch that over Halloween Ends.
I mean,
even when you're not
fine.
there, even when Jason isn't present, he's still better than Michael.
I appeared in at least 3 flashbacks in that.
Okay, but I mean that's like you're. It's not really a fair comparison. You're asking me if I want to eat sardines or canned herring. Like, I mean, what the hell?
Nigel, I was trying to be polite to your guest, Jason Voorhees.
I know he was, and I'm upset about that. You come on here, you slander Michael Myers, and you're pro Jason Voorhees. We just talked about how terrible this man was for 40 years.
Well, I think this is kind of a fun part of the interview we can kind of discuss real quickly. I would, because right now we have 10 minutes left. We talked about all your misadventures. We talked about everything you went from space to hell to Youngstown. You did it all.
Dude, Youngstown, right?
I want to hear what you think of your other contemporaries, your other peers, the other slashers that are out there doing their business. I kind of want to hear from Jason what you think of them.
Well, we know he thinks Michael Myers is better, so.
Well, what do you? Let's do a speed round. Quick, Michael Myers. What do you think of him?
Looking forward to his new game coming out.
There we go.
Same, dude. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, here's a sore spot. Freddy Krueger, go.
What a little bitch.
I knew it was coming.
Dude, it's been like what? It's been almost 2 decades.
It has. Yeah.
My disappointment is Freddy can't figure out what to do next.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. I'll give the one up to Jason. You know, I think you bring up a good point, Jason. You have consistency, whereas others do not.
Well,
so we'll give you that, sir.
I don't have consistency because there's no continuity in what Jason looks like from movie to movie. I argue that differently. There's at least a couple of them that tie together.
I mean, look at it this way. Superman parted his hair on the left and became Clark Kent. Nobody knew who he was. So I think you're okay if your face changes from story to story.
Now, okay, so we're going to hit another Candyman. Go.
They could do so much more. Unfortunately, he's gone. He left us.
I have one.
What?
Gremlins.
Heard there's another one coming.
But do you like the Gremlins?
I don't like what they did to Courthouse Square, but sure.
Or poor Mrs. Steve when they shot her ass out the window.
All right.
Where's the kill like that? We need a mechanical kill from Jason like that. That's what we need.
Jason with a wood chipper.
I mean, I mean, sure, okay, but I'm talking a humorous mechanical kill.
Well, if they keep building all those condos and apartments, there's going to be plenty of equipment around.
Now you're talking. Jesse, who else is on that list?
What are your thoughts on The Fisherman? He made a return to theaters in I Know What You Did Last Summer. What are your thoughts on his villainy?
I think there's promise and potential there. There was he made an appearance like way back that wasn't so good. I think he kind of redeemed himself. I could see some potential there.
Oh, okay, cool. Let me see. Let me get another one of these.
What about a xenomorph?
A xenomorph.
I'm not getting anywhere near that motherfucker.
Really? Are you scared of them? Do you think the xenomorph could take you down?
Seconds.
I have a question. What if you were fighting a xenomorph and you killed them? I'm gonna make up a way you killed them. You ripped their head off. I wanna highlight a death that would cause the acid blood to go everywhere. So the acid blood is going all over you. Does it melt you and officially kill you, or do you somehow survive that shit too?
I mean, I survived toxic waste. Bring it on. I'll take that damn thing on.
There you go.
So do you think that the acid would have a reverse aging effect as the toxic waste did, or would it be something entirely different?
I mean, it's possible. I mean, when I got hit with toxic waste, I went back to a kid, but when I regrew, my head was all freaking diseased.
Yeah.
It wasn't me to have to jump body to body.
I told you, it's the amoeba. I feel like nobody's listening about this. It explains everything about this man. It's the amoeba.
It's the RFK Jr. worm. That's it. That's
God, we're back to that, dude. The farms. Oh, my God.
It's the worms. That's what you're talking about. Now, okay, here is, I know we're running short on time here. So let me ask you about a couple other characters, and then we will let you go. But I just want to say thank you so much for sticking with us and talking about this. Now, here's another person.
This has been fun for the most part, although you're going to make me drink when I'm done with this.
I mean, no one's stopping you from drinking. You're an adult. You've been murdering people for 40 years.
What are your thoughts on another camp killer? Angela Baker from Sleepaway Camp.
Imposter.
Ooh.
I mean, but like he's literally not wrong. Like she literally is an imposter. So
that's my territory, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Myers had the neighborhoods, Jason had the schools and the dreams, Leatherface had the countryside, and then now you have that. I mean, I get that. That could be very.
But I don't think she is the imposter. It's her head on her brother's body. So
I see what you're saying. She's an imposter. Yeah, okay, I get that. It's
literally true.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, here's the last one because now
I have a question. Jason, was your penis bigger than hers?
I smacked her around with it a few times.
Whoa! Whoa! There it is. That's the clip of the interview right there.
Okay, so here's my last one.
Jesse isn't touching that with a 10-foot pole.
We'll let you rest after this. You know, slashers.
We'll let you rest. Nice.
Slashers have they're trying to make a comeback. All right, we're seeing a lot of slashers from your days coming back, trying to restart the genre again. We've seen Chucky, we've seen Leatherface, we've seen Candyman. A lot of their movies come back. Michael Myers is already rumored to be coming back again. But here's one that is currently active that has been making a lot of waves. Art the Clown. What are your thoughts on Art the Clown?
I completely forgot that was making the rounds again.
Yeah.
That one totally caught me off guard. Sorry. I don't know. I'd have to think about that. When you were talking about making the rounds, I thought you were talking about they were trying to fill in my origin story.
No,
they are working on something, trying to find more evidence about my mom.
Really?
Did they reopen the case or something? This was resolved 40 years ago. It was like cut and dry.
Sounds like they're digging around in Blairstown right now for something.
Of course, because they got to stir up trouble no matter what. I do have a clarifying question, though. Your work, I would say, is top tier. There's not many who hit top tier. Most of the work is mid. And look, I'll admit, while Freddy has some good kills, he's not top tier. He's mid. He really, truly is. Michael Myers, he's top tier, but sometimes mid. But for you are mostly top tier. Like, that's your consistency is the top tier. But
Freddy could be top tier, and I hope he's listening to this shit. He could be top tier if he quit cracking all the goddamn jokes and just made the freaking kill.
Okay, we're going to have to get him on an interview episode, and then we'll get you together so we can do Freddy vs. Jason Part 2, the interview. We will make that happen. So my question is, Jason, we've got a question. Jesse, what's the question?
Oh, it was more of the comment. When you smash that person in the face in outer space, it was amazing. He's in awe. Our friend Ryan is in awe of your presence.
I'm telling you what, man, grabbing her by the back of the head and put her in that nitrogen and then smacking her jaw off that counter. It was like fireworks off her face.
Oh, indeed. It had to be.
My question is that what, if any, kills of Art the Clown are you, Jason, jealous of?
Ooh.
Because he has some kills that I know you could have done, but you didn't do them, and he did. And I want to know how that makes you feel.
Like I said, it gives me the motivation to come back and up the ante a little bit.
Okay, so the new guy is the mentor to the old guy?
No such thing. You can still, I'm never too old to learn new tricks.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. So I'm very much a fan of when he spun that unfortunate individual upside down and cut them in half. I would like to see you do something like that, but could you one up that? I mean, that's pretty up there in terms of top tier.
I mean, if you were going to spin that person around and then slice them, I mean, heck, maybe their head ends up in a dumpster. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we've done that before.
Okay. Yes, we have. We've punched heads off too, like Johnny Cage. So my last question for you before we wrap up is that I've heard some rumors that people are trying to continue your stories in unique ways. We know that the 2 video games we got were great. I don't care what anybody says. That NES game is awesome. You just don't know how to play it. Learn how to play it, and it's fun as hell. The Friday the 13th online game was an absolute blast. That team did everything they could to keep that game going. We all have very fond memories. Brian and I playing together. That was a lot of fun. That game was good. But there's supposed to be a new game in development because we're supposed to be getting a new feature film in the Jason verse. We're supposed to be getting a prequel TV show. Are any of these rumors true? And if so, why are you not involved with any of them? They're all about you, but yet here you are sitting here talking to us.
I don't have a phone.
That's true.
Somebody's got to come onto my property and find me.
I mean, but you're connected to us on the internet having a live conversation.
Which begs the question, when did you get this computer?
I broke into this lodge, and everybody who's in here went running when I showed up.
Okay.
I heard the little bing bing, and I hit the button.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could teach you the internet, and I feel like that could do wonders for you because not only can you defend your terrible behavior, but you can also encourage others to follow in your footsteps. You know, maybe make a little cult or something. That would be great, dude. That is your retirement 2.0. Just start a cult and live out the rest of your life, man.
Dude, I'm not Michael Myers.
I mean, look.
There's another shot for you.
Look, the cults work because at the end of the day, either the cult does away with itself or somebody else does away with the cult. So either way, you win. You can either turn on your people or go down with them.
I think we have too many cults right now, and I'll just leave it at that.
I mean, we do, but I might support a Jason Voorhees-led cult. I mean, you got superpowers, you keep getting resurrected, the alien acid blood isn't going to kill you, you can't drown, you can have reverse aging, you can have positive aging, you're super strong, like, you don't have to eat and you still live, I don't think you sleep, like, all of this is like magical.
I don't want to keep regenerating so much that I turn into Benjamin Buttons and go the other direction.
Yeah.
Which you did that in Manhattan, technically, you did. I mean, and in your dreams with Freddy when you were fighting him at one point. So yeah, I get that.
Oh yeah, he was a dick to you in that dream. I can't believe you just sat there and took it.
Bitch.
Now,
but you took it, man.
Now look,
all part of the setup.
Look, we're at the bottom of the hour. I got 3 questions a guest wants to ask, and then we'll head out of here. First off, real talk. Was it OJ or was it you?
Excellent question.
If the glove fits.
There we go.
Nice.
All right.
If the glove fits, you can't acquit.
The base unlock feature would be difficult for you, is it? Because you got onto this computer or phone. I'm not sure what you on. Did you use a face lock?
It was unlocked when I got to it.
Smart. Good man.
Because he killed the guy that was using it. It's that obvious.
And then last question.
We agreed
I'm
not
not going to say out loud. We'll just go
like, we made this deal a long time ago. I'm being serious. Okay.
I don't
What's
think
your
we have enough
answer?
time left for that one.
Yeah, let's. How about this?
So we made a deal a long time ago not to bring certain things up. Darren Shiva was one of them. So I love Ryan for bringing that up.
All right. Well, hey, that's all the time we got. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and joining Jason Voorhees on his journey through
Thank you, Jason.
an intimate portrait of his life. Jason, could you let us know about that shadow box detail? Let us know how we can see that. When's that happening?
Sure. It is Wednesday, October 29th, 8 o'clock. Tickets are online with shadowboxlive.com.
There you have it right there.
For $15 tickets.
Want to see everybody there.
So go check that out. And then I promise at the end of all the shows this month, I'm going to give a quick little fun watch list for people to watch for their spooky season.
Yeah.
Everybody, Friday the 13th, Part 6, Never Hike Alone trilogy. That's your watch list for this week.
I might have had something to do with that.
What?
I might have had something to do
I
with
think
that.
you did more than people might know.
Yeah.
But check that out. That to me is one of the truest timelines for Jason
It's
right
peak.
now.
It's absolutely peak.
It's peak. It's absolutely peak. And it really shows like it's that line that Bane says, "We give it back to the people."
Yes, that's it exactly.
Really
That's it exactly.
delivered on that movie. And Paramount needs to stop fucking around and write those people a check and get Jason back on the right track. That's all I'm going to say. But anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in. We had such a blast. We'll be back next week with more Spooktacular for At the Grown Ups Table. Until next time, I'm Jesse.
And I'm John.
You've been sitting at the Grown Ups Table. Thank you, Jason Voorhees, for joining us. Everybody who commented tonight,